It's Lyn from Lyn's Crafts. I'm coming by today with a tutorial I actually just came up with. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I was just perusing Pinterest, saw something, and it sparked another idea in my head. So I've got some of the indigo blue Mega Flakes, and this is in the Morris Dance. And I chose this one because it's got some blues and some coppers and other colors, which should go well with this melt art texture tread. I can't be sure this is still available, but I hope so. Alright, so these texture treads are double-sided. And what I mean by that, yes, I've actually used this before, but it sure doesn't look like it. Alright. Is half of it is an innie and half of it is an outie, if that makes sense. I'm going to use the innie. I'm going to use the side where the feathers will be impressed in the clay. Alright, but first I'm going to put on the Mega Flakes. Just have a soft brush. And I luckily grabbed a large piece. So just start at one end. And delicately, because it does tear easily, just brush it into place. Alright, then I'll grab another piece and continue on till I've got this covered. Alright, anywhere that the metallic leaf overlaps, it really won't want to stick to itself as much as it does the clay. So in that area you should be able to just tear it off and place it down somewhere else. Alright, I'm going to continue till I've got this covered. Alright, let me try this again. I'm going to use the innie part of the stamp, and I'm going to put a lot of pressure. I'm going to press really hard. Alright, hopefully that was hard enough. Alright, then I'm going to take my blade. Try to make sure your blade is sharp, which mine probably isn't. Alright, and then I'm going to shave just the top layer of the gold leaf off. Just the raised part of the stamp. Normally this would be easier on a curved surface, but I'm just going to go with it like it is. Alright, using a slicing motion as opposed to just trying to bully it through. Alright, if you feel like you're digging too deep, back up. Alright, maybe still a bit more. Alright. Alright, that's pretty good. Now, just decide what shape you want to cut. Since I already did this, it won't be the same as the finished product. Sorry to say, but alright. Alright, now I'm going to bake this at 275 for an hour. Alright, so I've cut off the top edge of the Sutton sliced piece, and then I've cut off the bottom edge of the just metallic leaf. Alright, and then I'm going to decide what shape I would like. So I'm going to think about it for a minute. This way. Alright. Again, save the little pieces. Alright. Hopefully you can see that. Alright. So there we go. I'm going to bake this at 275 for an hour, of course. And then I'll be back to show you. I'm going to put some resin on top of it after it's done, but I'm going to mount it onto a backing piece after I bake it. Alright. Alright. Trim up this edge just a bit better. Alright. Alright, while that's baking, I'm just gonna roll a couple of beads. Just start with a scrap. I usually start with the smaller of the two ends and just roll it. Alright, get sort of a nondescript shape. Mash it a bit to make sure there's no air. Alright. Then just roll it. Alright. This time I'm going to start with the end that has less gold. Again, mash it to make sure there's no air pockets, and then roll it. Alright. Then I just take this corsage pin, hat pin, knitting needle, whatever you're using. Start to slowly spin the bead. Spinning it will let you see how centered it is on the pin. If you get a wobble, it's not centered. Alright? Then I'm going to roll it on my fingers till it spins cleanly. And then just impress the head of the pen up inside the hole a bit. Will give you a cleaner look to your bead hole. Alright? If you don't want to use a pen, like I said, use your knitting needle to give you a larger hole. Alright? Alright, here it is. After it's got a first coat of resin on top. This is the main reason why I normally wait for the last step to put the initial stamp on. Because it interferes with the level of the piece on the doming mat. So as you can see down here, the resin flowed towards the clasp, towards the bail. Alright, it did it on this one too. Alright, but a second coat will fix it. Alright, but the piece turned out so pretty. Alright. When I said that I had been inspired by a post on Pinterest, the post on Pinterest had nothing to do with gold leaf on polymer clay. It was just an image of a makumegane where they had sliced off the top. I'm sorry, a mica shift where they had sliced off the top. And it just immediately, I thought, I wonder what that would look like with gold leaf stamped into the clay. So, it's just to show you how other ideas can inspire you in different ways. Alright? So, there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.